You just told us a tiny story. Yeah, it was just the tiniest, beautiful little image and story. Yeah, right. So we're going to take our hands to our sides and we're going to open up your collarbones. So if any good news comes to you, Eloise, that you would like to share, we would always love to hear it. You almost never tell us anything. You're so secretive. The secret life of Eloise. We just know she goes out line dancing. She probably goes clubbing. We would never know. You see, we just have to make stuff up about you. So we're going to exhale, push these arms back, and then gently release. So as we press back, I'm doing just classic chest expansion with my palms facing back, collarbones opening up. And the first ones we do, yes, it's okay if you let your chest lift a little bit, right? Start letting your rib cage have a little bit of motion. Maybe you've been holding it stiff this morning, unconsciously. So there's a difference between actively holding it with awareness and then just being stuck in place. So that's why these first ones, we're going to let ourselves have that nice reaching of the chest upward. But then we're going to pause. Exhale, bring your hands back. Good. Inhale, spread your toes. Exhale, give yourself a short foot and allow your ribs to come back over your hips. Inhale, release it all. And exhale again. Press. Pause there. Inhale. Find your feet. Exhale, toes and ribs. Good. Inhale, release. And two more. Exhale, press. Good. Inhale. Exhale, toes and feet. Good. Inhale, release. And last one. Inhale, exhale. Good. And then release. Yeah, very easy. Good. And then from here, we're just going to have a double arm spine twist. So now you just grip your band, fingertips all the way around. Good. And then back to center and other way. Big inhale to center. Good. So we want to have that sensation of pelvic floor opens, low ribs open. Pelvic floor narrows, low ribs narrow. Because it's part of a system. The muscular system supports the organ system inside. Good. Good. One more each way. One more. Really feeling the open, the close, the open, the close, and back to the open. Good. And then exhale, arms up. Good. Let them fall gently back wherever is comfortable. Good. Bring them back over the top into a bow. Good. And then up. Exhale, fall. Inhale, exhale, bow. Good. Inhale, exhale, open. Inhale, exhale, bow. And last time. Up. Pressing out. Good. And bow. Good. Take those arms up. We're going to do archer. So I like to take a little closer grip so my arms can be right next to my ears. Shoulder friends. Set your collarbones open and kind of pull your armpit out. It's okay if your arm is a little lower to accommodate your shoulder. We're just going to pull straight down to the side and back up. Oh, you can't see, can you? Straight down and back up. That's it. So this one, the elbow pulls all the way down versus when it's forward. See how the elbow comes up? So it stays in line with the band. Yes. Now the fist doesn't push down, just the elbow. So the fist comes to the shoulder. There we go. That's it. So you get that bigger wrap. So I'm giving you a side view. Does that make sense? Good. And one more each way. Good. All right. Very nice. Then let's come down, bring those arms down. We're going to take your band behind you. Whoop. So we let go, reach behind, press forward. And then if you're using the tubing instead of a Theraband, you see if you can aim a little low, just because when it's right behind you, it will roll up faster than a Theraband will. And it won't hurt you, it's just annoying. So we're gonna sit down, elbows bent, and press forward. Good, yeah. That's it, good. That's it, good. Now check your thigh bones, let them be wide, right? So we're watching the knees that they don't collapse. There you go. Good. That's it. That's it, good. Let your butt pull back. Shh. Arms press forward like you're serving a tray. You should have that little sense of belly lift in the middle. Oh, no wonder that's so loud. Is that better? I felt like the music was totally in my ears. I hope it wasn't like that for you guys. Good, one more. Good, all right. Stay down, good. Take your right leg, tap it back. Good, bring it, tap it in. Right leg taps back. Good, now we're gonna add the right arm. It's gonna push forward and come in. That's it, all by itself. Now here, it can rotate so the elbow, so the fist starts in an underhand, comes to center. And if you really wanted, you could go all the way around, but make sure that the whole arm tries to stay pretty much in its line. I don't want you to swing your elbow in big swings. You one more. That's it, yeah, meaning business. Good, tap it in, come up, release those arms back. Now think like a swan, lift your chest to the sky and push your band away from you, really push. Good, all right, and then bring it behind you again. Simply squat, and we're gonna go right back to the other side. Good. All right, so start with your foot, just tapping it in and out. And again, checking in with the supporting femur, because some of us will do this, and it'll fall in. See if it can stay in line with your hip. Good, and then when you're ready, that same side arm of the moving side is going to press forward. So, you press, and then start adding that little bit of rotation. That's it, good. And if it feels really good, you can rotate all the way around to palm down. So start palm up, palm in, palm down. That's it. Good, that's right, get a little sit. Good, last two. Good. And actually, we have two more. Sorry. Two more. Never let your Pilates instructor do the counting. Good. All right. And then go ahead and come down. So, yeah, I love it. Always you're like, okay, I'm getting my last two. That's dedication. Love it. Okay. We're going to let ourselves come on down to the floor. So I'm putting down a little color. When we get down there, we're gonna walk out to our plank and do alternating rows. The rows this morning, I want you to keep your torso straight for the first three, and then twist for the next. Okay, so once you get down there, plank, row straight, and then row twist. You're also welcome to not be at the floor. You can roll back up and you can use a wall. And same thing, straight for your first one, first three, and then rotate for your next three. Yeah? Okay. So whatever is better for your physiology and preference. Okay. Oh, yo.
So straight. 3 is like front of a gate row.
3 roll downs, and then three of each row at the front on your plank. Did I answer your question, Libby? Mark and I, if we seem stiff and reluctant to move, it's because we've been working hard in the house all weekend. I did 44 flights of stairs yesterday in my house. I did 10,000 steps, and they were mostly in my house. Is that 3? Good. And when you get yours, you can sit back, stretch open through those armpits in a child's pose. A la Mark. Good. And then just a quick reminder, as always, toys are always optional. So if there is a toy that you have that works better for you in any situation, or no toy works better for you, you are welcome to use it. We're going to put bands over feet. So I'm going to show Eloise with the tubing. I like to actually put the handles on my feet and hold onto the tubing. It feels super secure. I love that. You can also do it the other way around. So I'll be showing both ways. And if you want to see the other way, I'll show you. So we're starting first with C-curve rollbacks. So scooping the belly in, push those heels down, hold it. Inhale, feel yourself pushing the heels down to the ground, and then come all the way back up. You got it, good. And pushing, good. Holding it there. Exhale, press those heels down. Nice. Good. One more. Pressing those heels down. Good. A little further, but you can. That's it. Good. Good. All right. Nice. Inhale. Exhale back. Now we're just going to keep the fists together. Inhale, rotate. You want to look down towards your elbow. Exhale to center. Inhale, rotate. Exhale to center. One more each way. Inhale, exhale, pull to center. Inhale, exhale, pull to center, and all the way up. Arms come wide and out. So if you're holding tubing instead, this moment you've come from here, you're just going to let yourself come down and push out. Yeah? All right. So I'll just keep them there for the moment. That'll be easier. All right, let's do another set. So we exhale back. Inhale, rotate, looking to your elbow. Good. Exhale to center. Inhale, feel that exhale pull you to center. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Good. And inhale and exhale. Good. All the way up. Banded people press out. Tubing people just come forward and reach out here. Good. Okay. So now we're going to be going big arms to the side. So optional if you have banding and you want more pull, cross your band. If you want less pull, open your band. You're coming back. Now it's one arm high, one arm low. And tubing people are like, what? One arm high, one arm low. So here's tubing people. We're holding on a little bit wide and arms are a little lower, but holy cow, the work is no less. I would wager that it's almost heavier. Now, if you're like Eloise and put it over, if you flipped it so that you're holding the handles instead, that works totally fine. As long as you feel safe, so you want to keep your heels down. Don't let them float off the ground. Put those heels down all the way. Go right leg down. That's it. Shh. Good. And you're breathing, Sheila, you're breathing. Good. Good. Shh. I know, that's going to be an important question. Good, nice. Okay. And then switching into neutral hinge, we have our arms in the high bicep. Shoulder friends, tuck your elbows in slightly and pull your hands out. You can even cross your band here because that will help trigger your teres minor, which helps set your shoulders, your scapula. Yeah. So we hinge. Shh. Good. And we come back up nice and tall, pressing your sits bones down. Good. Inhale, exhale, hinge. Shh. Good. And then up tall, press those sits bones down. Good. That's it. Good. Sits bones. That's it. Good. Next one. Let's let the elbows drop for a quick rest. Exhale, bring them back up. Sits bones pressing down. Inhale, exhale, stay here. Good. Arms reach forward. Exhale, lengthen your spine as you pull in. Good. Really feel like someone's hand is sliding up your back and making a nice long line from your back. That's it. Good. Last two. And last one. Good. Hold those arms up. Then they sneak out to the side for a boomerang. Good. And then all the way back up. Nice job. Okay. Hands back to the chest. Good. Now we're going to go into our deep roll back. So it's a little further than a half roll back, and it's not quite all the way into the mat. Way back here. You should feel like any moment your feet are going to pop up. Yeah? Come back up. Good. And again. So this is from Reformer now. The deep rollbacks on the Reformer. You want to see if you can touch your lumbar spine, the place right above your hip to the mat. That's it, way back there. So some of you, I'm going to see if I can show you. You kind of cheat me a little bit. You tilt back, and then only bend in your ribs here. But here we're trying to get your center to bend down, right? Get this gushy bit to come down to the mat. Because then you're going to hold it. I know, so much excitement today. So, come find that spot, wherever that is. Then we're going to do a small wash the face. We bring our fist to our chin, nose, forehead, point your toes a little bit, and then let them circle back away. Bring them up through your belly, chin, nose, forehead, and then they circle away. Good. Heels pressing down. Use that back chain. Good. That's it. You have just one more. Good. That's it. Good. And then let yourself roll all the way up. Press out for your boomerang. Good. And then catch your breath. Let's see. What do I have here? I'm all tangled up in lots of things. We're going to take your band behind your back. So it could be here. And again. Hi. That's okay. Come join us. When are you going to come join us? Okay, he laughs and he shuts the door. I know. Man. Not you. Too hard for him. It'll never get easier if he doesn't start. So here we're going to let ourselves roll all the way down to the mat. And I want you to exhale. Let yourself pull back into your band. So I've got the tubing, but same thing with your Theraband, right? Same thing with your Theraband. Good. All right. And then we're going to exhale just into a bow, but I want you to straighten your arms first. And then exhale, pull your ribs back into that Theraband. Can you feel these low ribs trying to hit the band right there? You probably can't see that. right here. So just by pressing down, you should create a little lift through your chest and then come back down. So we're really working today on finding the control of the rib cage from the abdominal core. And we're going to connect it to our back chain and our feet. So I want those feet pressing down, ribs pressing down. It should create a hollow right here. If my feet press down but my ribs aren't pressing down, it will create a little roundness, a little raise here instead. That's it. Let's do 2 more. That's good. Big inhale and last one. Good. And then all the way back down. Nice job. Okay. Then we're going to gently let that come out from underneath us. So can I do 2 at once? So yes, you get to arch your back just after you put it all the way down. But that's only so that you can do it without the band, right? So now I want you to imagine that band is there. I'm going to fold mine in half for a moment just because I like the tension of it. Feels to me like holding a dowel. We're going to inhale, exhale, press your heels down, press the ribs down into that imaginary band behind you. Come up into your bow. See if you can keep pressing back and roll all the way up. And your idea is that you're feeling it all the way behind you as you roll up. Big inhale, expand, and then exhale, pull right back into it. So we're going to roll down without stacking our spines up straight this time. Good. Inhale at the bottom, exhale, pull into the imaginary band behind your back. Press your heels down and keep pushing those 2 points. Heels down, ribs back into that imaginary band. Could you, if you wanted to, take your tubing or your Theraband behind you instead? Yes, I would be so proud of you because you're pulling back. Now you have that target, right? Here's your band right here, and you're pulling back into it. See if you can feel it. Same thing when you're about to come up. Press back into it. It's almost counterintuitive because you're like, well, I'm coming up. Why would I press back? But that's the secret sauce. Yeah? Yes, Eloise. Good. Good. One more time up, down. One more time up, down. That's it. Heels down with all your might. Good. I'm going to build you a glute. That's my plan, Eloise. You too, Sheila. Everybody gets a glute. It's kind of like the Team Mona version of Oprah. Okay. You get a glute. You get a glute. Okay, so from here, go ahead and bend your knees. Let your hands just rest at your side for a moment. We're going to get your shoulders and your spine have a little break. We're giving ourselves a nice hip bridge, just peeling the hips up off the mat. Collarbones open. And then inhale and exhale, round down. Oh, good. And I'll do that again. Inhale and exhale up. And round. And as you round, think of that rolling pin, rolling, smoothing from the ribs, through the lumbar, down to the sacrum, and finally resting toward neutral. Good. Let's do 2 more. Good. That's it. And here comes your last one. Yeah, good. Feel good? All right, good. So then let's take your band from underneath you. We're going to put it over your feet. And this is where tubing friends have the advantage because if you put your feet in your tubing, you're like, oh, feet in straps. Just make sure you check your tubing for little holes. Same thing with your Theraband. You want to make sure there's no holes or tears. So Mark's got his Theraband. I've got the tubing. And then we're going to start with legs straight up to the sky. Elbows are going to tuck in at the side, and then we open the collarbones. So I want you to be very mindful here. Elbows are at the side, but not on the ground. They're just floating a little bit and hugging in. Then we're going to lower the legs, reaching them away from you. Good. And then inhale, bring them back up. So exhale. Reach away into your strap. Good. All right, now can you imagine that instead of holding this band, it was a big loop, and you had the other end of the loop underneath your ribs, so that as you lower away, could you lower your ribs into your imaginary band loop into the mat? That's it. Good. Stretch your legs longer as you lower, Sheila. There you go. That's it. See how long you can keep them up, or keep them long. How long can you keep them long? That's it. Good. And then Franny, you're going to lengthen too. Think about pulling up that inner quad. Good. Then we're just going to bend the knees. Legs are going to come close together. If you can put your heels together, fantastic. If you have the tubing with the handles, the one handle can go above the other slightly, and that will allow it. But if they keep knocking, don't worry. You just strive toward close legs. Arms are going to come straight to the sky. Elbows rotate and point toward your knees. So this elbow point has to wrap around in towards your knee. Good. Now we exhale, push out. Bring it back in. So it's like elephant. It's called bend and stretch. Not elephant. Whew. Frog. Wrong animal. It's called bend and stretch. Legs are close together. We're trying to keep them close while we hug those heels together. Notice, and I'm guilty of this too, as you go, as it gets heavier, I start to point my elbows out, right? We want to work on that shoulder stability. Keep the elbows pointing toward the moving legs. Try coming into a bow. Some of you, that will help alleviate holding your arms from your neck. So if that's you, adding that bow should help turn on abs a little more and turn off some of that neck sensation. Good. Let's try two more. Nice job. Good. Our legs come up to the sky. Then we're just going to go into leg circles. So if you'd like to cross your band, you'll have both more assistance and more outer hip activation and more outer hip activation. So exhaling down, open to the outside, circle it back up. Yeah. You can't open your legs. That's it. Good. So Sheila, we're doing 2 leg circles. So those of you who are opting to do one at a time, make sure you reverse and then do the other leg. But those of you who have both at the same time, you guys have more time to play. You can really work on keeping the quads active, because some of us will come in and the knees start to get a little soft. Really turn on those quads instead. That's it. Good. Good. Yeah. And then my double leg people, you can take your strap, put it on one foot, give it a little pull. Might feel good to give it a stretch. And then on the other foot, give it a little pull. Because everyone's going to have this moment a little differently. Yeah, good. And then straps will come off your feet. We'll let them rest on the ground for a moment, giving the hands a little break. Good. Hands are going to come behind the head. Good. Exhale, bring those legs in a tabletop. They should feel nice and light. Good. Come up into your bow. We're going right into your crisscross. So no pausing. We're rotating to the side. Good. Inhale and exhale, other side. Good. Big inhale. Exhale. Good. One more each way. Good. Back to center. Little pause. Double leg stretch. So up into your bow. Heels together. Right? So it's just what you just practiced with that bend and stretch. It's the same thing. Now it's not your band, your legs. It's your abs running the legs. So pressing out. Good. Pull it in. Can you remember that feeling of pressing into the band? Shh. Good. Press into it. Shh. Good. With those legs pulling up through your center. Good. Franny, see if you can get a little bit higher bow. Just a little, even if that means grabbing onto those legs, right, to get you there. Hold it. And then go. Good. Last one. Nice, Eloise. Good. Good. All right. And then come all the way down. Glah. I know. It's harder when you've been away, huh, Sheila? I know. I feel you. I feel you. All right. Legs are going to extend all the way out. Arms up to the sky. We're going to open the feet to the corners of your mat. We're coming up into spine twist. So remember the remember your band behind your back. You pulled your ribs into it. You pushed those heels down. And then you come all the way up and we press forward. 3, 2, 1. Stack up your spine nice and beautiful. Good. And again, exhale. Pull those abs back into your band. 3, 2, 1. Big inhale as you come up. Exhale, pull them back. 3, 2, 1. Good. Big inhale. One more time. Exhale. 3, 2, 1. And then all the way up. Ready to rock? We'll see if I am. Let's see. Okay. So scoop back into your half. Roll back. We're going to take one leg up and then the other leg up. Now you're ready for open leg rocker. So spine minders, you do the small balance. Exhaling back, inhaling up. Remember, this is open leg, so the breathing is different. It's the opposite of rolling like a ball. Yeah. Exhaling back, inhaling up. Yeah, that much. Good. Because when we come up, we're looking more toward neutral instead of round. So that's where that inhale helps us. And then I'm going to just take a gentle one, see if I can even rock. Can I rock today?
Want to rock?
Oh, take it slow. Oops. That's it. Yeah, good. Can we do one more? How's it going? Exhale. A little too fast. Good. Yes. Fantastic. So then we can take ourselves all the way back to our backs. We're just going to let ourselves have a nice little tick-tock. So again, hands free, arms at the side. Inhale as those legs tip to the side. exhale, use the bottom thigh to push up to center. And then we tip to the other side. Inhale, exhale, push. So spine minders, right? Pelvis stays still. Only the leg moves. So that's hard to see that way, but right? So spine mover, see how much the hip goes? Spine minder, the hip stays. Yep, mover, minder. And it's work either way. Now my movers, if it's getting too easy for you, go and do the minder version. For most of us, it will reacquaint us with that deep abdominal that should be driving the bigger motion, yeah? So don't think that the minders are getting away with something easier. They're actually doing the prep, the deeper connection over and over. Yeah? And you feel it? And then pull with your belly to come back, right? No swinging of the hips. You have to pull the inner thigh and the belly back to the center. Good. Yeah. All right. So then we can stretch those legs out. And we're gonna, we're gonna just press ourselves onto our belly for a little swan. So pushing yourself over, and then you're whoop on your belly. Of course, you're welcome to reorient yourself to the mat. My head is too close to my weights, so I'm gonna flip around, poke a mark in the belly. I'm gonna be safe so I can see them. All right, now optional band here. So you can, if you want, put your tubing or your band over your back. And then put your hands down by your armpits so that as you lift your upper back, you'll have a little more resistance there. But right now we're just little baby lifts because we're thinking about kneecaps off the ground, but toenails on the ground and heels toward each other. And those three things should help our upper back move easily without pinching. Right? Kneecaps, toenails, heels. Then, once you feel like you've warmed that up, add those hands and start lifting that upper back a little higher. See where it's comfortable? Good. And then bring it back down. That's it. Good. Good. Okay, good. And one more. Sheila, will your hands let you press any higher? If you lift your elbows up off the floor, so bring your hands in close under your armpits. Yep, walk them in, walk them in. That's it. So now you're encouraging that upper back to get a little more bend. There you go. There you go. Okay, now hold that. Pull your heels toward each other. Just rock them in. Good. Feel your butt turn back on. Dun, dun, dun. That's beautiful. Good. That was worth coming back for. Nice. Good job. Okay, so let's take this. We're going to do swan dive. You have 3 options. Well, 4 options, right? First one, arms start by your chest. You lift up. Then as you lower your chest, reach your arms, lift your legs. Now the legs are going to stay off the ground. Lift up. Good. And then reach back. So you're constantly trying to lift your kneecaps and your toes now off the floor. So this is our gentlest option, right? And it's not even that gentle. It should be exhausting. And then if you enjoy the dynamic motion, then you throw your hands back and catch. And you're still trying to get your kneecaps to stay off the ground. So those 2 are archival versions, right, with the arms back. The third version is to fling your arms forward. That's classical. Looking for that full body length, that full body arc. Yeah? Yeah, good. If you're going to throw your arms forward, throw and rotate your palms so they look up. Like you're catching a ball. Like you're saving the game. Yes, yes, Eloise. Good. That's it. Yes, everybody. I love what everybody's doing. I got 3 different versions on the screen, and it's fantastic. Franny, you would probably make a 4th. That's good. Good. Can I see one more? Yes, good. Nice. All right, go ahead and sit up. Let yourself sit back in a child's pose. You guys, I love that. Shh. Everyone doing their thing. All right, so we come back to our belly for the one leg kick. So we're on our belly, pressing strongly down with our fists, right? The fists are together and pushing on the mat. Good. And then kneecaps off the mat. Oh, no, this isn't watching TV. Lift the kneecaps up off the mat, then push again with your fists, right? Then we contract, extend. So this is endurance now for the spine, the triceps, because you're pushing these fists down hard in the ground. Good. And the glutes. Good. That's it. Good. Thighs still up, thighs still up. Good. Last one on each side. Nice. Good. I'm doing the next one just because I need it. All right. Very nice. Double leg kick. So if you like using tubing or banding for that, you're welcome to. Double leg kick is hands behind the back, foreheads on the mat, legs begin floating off. Hands are way up high. We contract, extend, kneecaps off, extend, 2 more. And last one, slide those hands down, elbows point back, chest shines forward. Good. Then nose toward the ground, contract again 4 times. Good. And then you do it again. Reach down and spine forward. Now we're going to break it down to just two pumps. Right? So it picks up the pace a little bit. Come down. We contract, extend, reach. Big inhale and then again. Reach. Big inhale, begin again. Reach. Good. Last set. And thighs up, kneecaps up. Good. And then rest. All right. From here, we're going to press up into down stretch. Down stretch just means the hips stay aiming down toward the ground. So tuck your toes under. So the pads of your toes are on the floor. Elbows tuck in. And then push your way up until your pubic bone leaves the mat. And yep, you're actually literally on your knees. That's it. Good. So it's different than swan. Good. And then all the way down. Good. And again, inhale, exhale. Find those fingers, elbows tuck. Peel that spine upward. Good. That's it. Good. Good. And Sheila, if your hands will let you, if your shoulders will let you, try working toward getting them closer under your armpits to start. They don't have to start there right now if it doesn't feel comfortable for that shoulder. But let's see if we can work. I want to work toward a more stable shoulder there. Good. And one more. Should feel kind of good. Yes? All right. Take a breath. We're going to exhale up into a plank. So toes are already tucked under. Scoop your abs in. See how my spine shifts? Now I'm in a plank on the knees. You could stay there or you can lift into a long plank. Yes. And then we're going to add a leg lift, point, flex, and down. Lift, point, flex, and down. So press through those fingertips, right? Like you're trying to grab a clump of earth. Don't flatten out. Create that dome. right? That will support your arches. Good. So Sheila, you're on your, oh, okay. All right. So Sheila, you're going to do differently. You're going to come down low and lift, 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 lift. Okay. You get to be all the way down there. Good. And then Mark and Franny and Eloise, you guys rest. But Sheila, you have to do 2 more on each side. Okay. Very good. We were in our plank. We all probably sat back and rested in some way. And now we're somewhere up here. We're going to do thigh stretch, which remember in Pilates land means thigh stretching in its longest position and still working. So you have 3 options. You can do no band. You can do band behind your back, or you can do band in front of you as a frame. So thigh stretch is this guy, just tilting back in a neutral line from knee, hip to armpit, right? That's all one straight line. So I've got the band behind my back and I'm pushing forward and it gives my abs a target and it almost gives me a counter sling. So if you're getting tired in your abs and you think you need a little help, try this direction, right, with the band behind you. If you don't want the help and instead want to just work on staying in your frame, then just hold it here in front of you. Or again, no band, right? All those are okay. Good. All right. So here I'm going to show you me using the band, but as a cheat. Like Mark is. I'll just So I'm going to have him do it again because it's easy to me point. Don't change a thing. So you see this big, deep bend in his back right there? He's bending backwards over the band instead of aiming his front into the band. Can you see that? Back bending into it versus aiming back at it. Yes, Eloise, I saw you think of that. Good. Better, Leffy. That's it. Good. Okay. Now pause right there, Sheila. Pull the front of you into that band. Pull it back. Yeah, not your chest, your ribs. Shh. Exhale strong. We need you to exhale big. We need your rib cage to move. No, knowing what we know about your heart, I need your rib cage to move. I'm going to be on you. Good. Okay, because then we're going to add on rotation, everybody. So we're back here. We just rotate. Keep pulling your abs into the band in your back. Back to center. Rotate. Pull your abs back, but keep your hips forward. And keep your hips forward. Yes. Good. Better, Eloise. Oh my gosh, did you do that on purpose? So the first one, when you went to your left, that was a back bend. The second time you did it, total control. Loved it. Very nice. Good. Last one each way. Come on, keep giving me that pull back. You're in your hinge and you're pulling back. Good. Yes, yes, tremble of truth. Good job. Good job, Lovey. All right, you can let that go. Let's come on down and give ourselves a cat. Yes? So either on hands or on forearms, if that feels good to you. If cat does not feel good like that, give yourself a child's pose. Let yourself go long. And if you're in the child's pose option, make sure you do one with a round tail and then one with a lifted tail as far as you can go. Yeah? And the rest of us, we're gonna have our cats. Make sure you're still inhaling and exhaling fully, right? Pelvic floor has to open, ribs have to open, and they both have to close. Good. All right, and then from here, we're just gonna slide out onto our side. So I'm gonna face this way first so I can see you better. Good. And we're ready for side leg kick. So you can fold your head up, your arm up, and rest your head there if that feels better. Or if you want to keep the long arm and you have a pillow, you can wedge a pillow between your shoulder and your ear, and that might be more comfortable for you. I'm going to keep my head lifted. So here we go, kick ups. Yes, pointing up and down. So I don't know if you can see how my ribs are sort of oriented down to the floor. I'm going to have to bring my rib cage forward a little bit. It feels like I'm right on the edge of my scapula. Yes. You okay, Sheila? Okay. Okay. Oh, you were all the way down here. I was just a little worried. Good. That's it. Good. And one more up, down. Good. And then we're going to take that leg, let it just hover just above your hip and kick, kick to the front. And exhale, push, push to the back. Good. And to the front and to the back. This hand here you can have on the floor for balance, on your hip for balance or for hip awareness, or you can take it behind your head. That'll increase the balance challenge. Good. Good. And to the front. Good. And one more. Good. All right. And then we'll bring it right over the other leg and start circles. Little circles. Let's make these hot potato circles. So they come down, tap, up above the hip. Down, tap, up above the hip. That's it. Good. And then we reverse. Good. We have 3, 2, 1. Hiya! Okay. Torture. I know. So we're going to take that foot, bring it forward. And then we just we lift the bottom heel. Just up and down. That's it. So if this is not comfortable for your hip, you can rest the leg down on the floor. Or if you have a pillow or a roller or bolster, you could rest it up on that as well. I could always use that extra hip stretch, so I'm going to put it up. So if you have a tight, shallow hip, my hip is shallow, every time you lift and your bottom leg is slightly back, you will feel this stretch. Yeah. Let the bottom leg push slightly back and you should hopefully feel that. Good. One more. Hold that leg up and then we get to go for a little stroll, front to back, push, push. Front and double push to the back, push, push. Good. Front. Oh gosh, I didn't have any idea what time it was. Shh. Good. And last one. Good. All right. Legs get to stretch all the way out. Stretch your body nice and long. Good. Scoop your belly in. Roll onto your back. Lift your legs. Good. And then roll to the other side. Good. Hello. We're going to go back onto our back. Lift your legs. Whoosh. Big hollow body. And onto the side. So we're doing that teaser prep without actually doing the teaser. While you just scoop.
You're watching the time, right?
And roll. I know. We're going to be running a minute long. Scoop, I know. You can go if you have to go early. Good. All right. Finish one more to the other side. I'm going to flip around so I can see you, and we'll start those kick-ups on that side. It's just because you're sore. I know. I am too. Sorry. We're both so tired. We apologize. We've got a lot of crankiness going on over here. So that's it. So kick it up. Good. And flex it down. So just a reminder, if you look at yourself and you see that your chest is rolling into the ground, literally lift your rib and roll your armpit forward a little bit. Good. So Sheila, if you wanted to, Or if anyone else is having a day when they're tight, you could put a Theraband over that foot and hold it with your band so that you could really stretch into the band, especially as it goes down to get extra length, and then as it comes up, you can keep pointing into the band. So that's a nice option. Good, okay. Then let's let that hover right above your hip, ribs up, and we kick to the front, and then exhale, swing to the back. And again, hand could be on the floor for balance, it could be on your hip as a marker, and it could be behind your head for extra challenge. That's it. Good. That's it. Come on, hold that center. Good. Last one. And now we go into our little circles. So hot potato, hot. Good, hot. We lift it from the heel just above the hip line. Good. That's it. Good. Give me 2 more. And then we reverse. Oh, my leg is so heavy. Light as a feather, light as a feather. Good. Last 2. Woof. Okay, you can pull that leg in, flat on the floor, put it on your bolster, or you can grab the ankle, pull that in, and then we lift and lower that bottom leg. Good. Good. And if you want to, you can even take this hand and push open a little more on the top of that thigh, if that helps you get just a little bit more openness. Good. Good. 2 more. Nice. Okay, good. Then we lift that leg and we kick it to the front and double kick to the back. Inhale and exhale. Push, push. Good. Big inhale. Open, contract. Good. Open, contract. Good. 1 more. Open and contract. Good. And that comes down. Whew. All right. Arms up overhead. We exhale onto our back. We're in that hollow body. Good. We're going to teaser up to sitting. So you can grab hold if you'd like. We're going to push those feet up. Yes. Did we make it? Good. And the feet can come down. Holy cow. I know. Feet open into saw position, so they're just barely wider than your hip. And again, if you'd like to use tubing here, you can. You can put it behind your back and then really help mind yourself to keep open. You're just going to inhale and exhale, saw, saw, saw. Inhale through the center and exhale, saw, saw, saw. Good. Nice and tall. That's it. Good. Good. And last one. Good. Okay. We got to get up off this mat. So we're going to bring those legs together. Put your hands to the side. Roll over till you're in your snake position, and then walk your hands back to your feet. And then round all the way up and back up so I can see you. We did it. Good. Take a swan dive. So parallel or Pilates stance. If you're Pilates stance, wrap the back of those legs, arms up, palms out, hinge forward. It's like taking a bow. Yes, you did that. Good. Let your head drop. Let your hands drop. Push through your feet as you round your way up. Remember that band behind your back. Lift into it. Good. Sweep those arms up. Good. And one more time. Press out. Good. Chest forward. Head drops. Hands drop. Press through those feet. Good. Sweep it up. Take your right foot behind you. Nope, your right foot behind you. Good. And side bend to your left. Lengthen that side, push through that back foot. You hear me not pushing with the back foot? Here's me pushing. Do you see that little tiny bit of lift that happens all the way up? Good. All right. Down and around to the other side. Good. Once you get there, reach up, push through the back foot. Right, push. It should travel up through your spine. Use the back big toe. Good. And one more for us. Good. And then back to center. Ah. Thank you, everybody. Turn your head to your left. Good. Big inhale. Exhale. Turn it all the other way. Big inhale. Exhale. First side. Then let it rock all the way across the front. Good. And then let it rock. Good. One more time all the way to the other side. Then it's going to rock to center. Good. Take a nice breath in. Just stay there while you contemplate what you were proud of during this session. What did your body do more easily, maybe? What were you able to apply, maybe? The fact that you showed up and stuck it out, maybe? Good, all right. And then nice big inhale, lift yourself back up and let those arms just fall. Good. Thank you, everybody. Nice to have you. Sorry we ran a little bit long. I swear I had 15 minutes the last time I looked. All right. Thank you so much. You're welcome.